Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video, or welcome if you're new here today. I'm Karrie Lynn, and today is a super exciting video. Our building is finally getting installed today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link a couple videos below so you can catch up and just see what all is going on. But the guys just pulled in, so we're about to get this rolling. I'm so excited. I cannot believe we are at the point where the building is getting installed today, but I thought I would share a quick recap on all that went down. So first off, y'all know we had to declutter the two sheds, rip those out, and we were in a construction zone for quite some time. It was a disaster. And I think that's what kind of made it feel like it took forever, but looking back now, I guess it really did go by pretty quick. Honestly, I think that waiting on the permit to get approved is what took the longest and was the most frustrating. It's like all you need is someone to say yes, go for it. And that just was so annoying to wait on that. But once that was done, I mean, they formed for the concrete slab was poured, and then within a week they were here installing the building. Now, we went through Sheds for Less for everything. I hired them. They are the ones who pulled for the permit, all of it. All the scheduling went through them, which was really nice. It was just one less headache for me, and I highly recommend doing it that way. It just saves you from dealing with the miscommunication that can sometimes happen if you're hiring a ton of different companies and having to contact them to let them know when they're done, and you know, that miscommunication can happen very quickly and easily. So it was nice that they handled everything, and I just kind of sat back and monitored. It was really nice to not have to fit all the work in. But yeah, definitely recommend Sheds for Less. They were wonderful. Not sponsored, or I didn't get any type of discount. I paid full price for my building, just want to clarify. But if you are in the market for a building like this, or even just a basic shed, I definitely recommend checking them out, and I'll have the contact info for the guys that I worked with down below in the description box. Now, the 2 days that the guys were here working on installing the building was the kids' last 2 days of school, so there was a lot of stuff that I had to get done before they were out for the summer. I had some errands to run across town, so every time I was home, I would just set my phone up and do a time lapse, and I would get as much footage as I could, and then when I would leave and come back, it was like a surprise. It was so exciting to see all this come together so quickly. And by the way, they did tell me that it would have typically took 1 day to install, but because I chose vertical siding, it was a little bit more challenging. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it looks great. And I agree. I do think that the vertical siding made a huge difference, and that's one thing I'm super thankful that I paid extra for. It did cost a little bit more money to do that, but it was totally worth it. And a little bit later on in the video, when the building's actually up and you can see everything, I'll share with you a comparison of what it would have looked like with horizontal siding versus the vertical. So the colors I ended up going with was black and charcoal gray. So you get the black wainscoting all the way around. It'll be charcoal gray at the top, charcoal gray on the roof, and then there's black trim around all of it. And right here, I remember like specifically when they were at this point, I kept thinking to myself, oh my gosh, did I make a mistake? Because I didn't love the look of it right here. But I also was trying to keep in mind that there was no window cut out, there was no door, and also there was no trim on it yet. So you just gotta like be patient and trust the process. It always looks worse before it looks better. So this was after day 1. They had both sides done and most of the back wall finished, and this is when it got real. Like, it felt like, oh man, this is actually happening. It was huge. I was so excited. You can really get a feel for how big it's gonna be. And the next morning, as I was leaving, they were pulling in, and I had to run a couple errands. I was only gone for like maybe 2-3 hours, and I came back to this. They were already cutting out the windows. They had the roof on, the trim on, and I'm so excited. So before I show you the final reveal on what the outside of the building looks like, I wanted to include some footage of what we started with. Just as a quick reminder, going back in time, we had these 2 sheds. Neither of them matched. One was falling apart completely. And yeah, it was just a little bit chaotic. So that's what we started with, and this is what we have now. Welcome to our new building. Here is what it looks like from the side door entrance. You can see it's nice and big and open. And then of course, over here we have the 4 windows and the French door in the center. Now, Today we are actually going to go ahead and install the French doors. We are jumping right into the first project because, you know, we were impatient and we were so excited. So we measured out and realized that the measurement for the cutout was not the correct measurement for a standard French door, which I thought that's what I ordered. It's okay. I think it was more so my mistake than anything. I should have double measured, measure twice, cut once type of thing. But we made it work. So first off, we are going to do a little cleanup because, as you can see, there's metal shavings everywhere and it just flies up in the air because it's so fine. So we shot vacuumed all that up, and then my husband and I went to the Habitat for Humanity to look for French doors. We wanted to see if we could find one in the size that we needed, cheaper. I figured it was worth a shot. I love this store. They have really great prices on building materials. Their furniture is typically overpriced every time I go in there, but the building stuff in the back is cheap. So we walked back here and I immediately saw a French door. I was like, oh yes, we found one. Well, it was too small. They weren't wide enough for the opening that we had. So what we decided to do was just go back to the drawing board, head to Lowe's, and just get a standard door, the cheapest one we could buy in the style that I wanted, and just fill the gap.
Those are sliding doors. These are French doors.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Sure. Do you have an account with us?
I do.
Okay.
I have the pro account.
No problem. Good. Alrighty.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is that one lighter? Huh? No. It says steel patio door. Oh, this one's energy efficient. So it's just like, energy efficient, I think. Oh, this one is too. What the heck?
Oh, we actually got 73. So we'd have to shove it a little bit.
Okay, what about the height? Okay.
79. So we would, I mean, that's the thing, man.
79.
I don't know how to shove that to get it in there because our thing's 84. Oops.
There's that one. I don't think it's exterior though. Ow. Jeez. Ooh, the door is gonna make it look so good. It's gonna like brighten it up. Oh, I can't wait. You think so? Don't say that. We have it the wrong way, I think. Don't it need to be turned? It's so cute. Now, this whole building process is going to be interesting, that's for sure, because we have no building experience. We are learning as we go. We're definitely going to have to figure things out, learn from our mistakes, and that's going to be the fun, enjoyable, entertaining part of it. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. But the first step was just getting the door inside of the building instead of on the outside. That way we could start framing it out and getting measurements for what we were working on. But because it was so hot, we thought it would be a good idea to stick the air unit right here in this window just so we got a nice little breeze as we're working. Still got some gap over here. Oh my god.
So the other problem we got is
So now that the door is in place, the standard French door, you can see the large gap at the top. So now we had to fill that gap while also making the frame wide enough to fit the door. Because the metal building is a lot thinner than the standard frame out of a house, we had to like wood frame it while still attaching it to the metal building. It was a little bit of a challenge. I mean, obviously it was one of those moments where we just kind of had to figure this out. I searched online too, by the way, like over and over and over again, people who framed their metal buildings and installed French doors, and I couldn't find any videos on this, so it was really just a learning curve, and one of those things you just got to figure out as you go. Okay, so first you just need to measure up the top. Pull it down again. Out. Oh, out. So wait, our 2x4 is going to have to be notched out, that's what I'm trying to get at. In order to, like, it's going to have to be, like, notched out in order to fit in the,
Yes.
like, the top two are usually fine, but it's like the 1x, which that's probably not that sturdy. You don't want to do your 1x4 on them, you know what I'm saying? Is that,
On the side of the we just gonna let this ride all the way to the top and cut it later if we need to?
no, it needs to be cut at that because remember, the other one's going to sit on top of that. So it needs to be cut right at that.
At the top here?
Yep. We do need to start with the top.
Oh, we need to start.
Okay, we need to start with the top. So that works. We're going to move off it again. We have a little wiggle room. Wider at the top, not. That'll work. Okay, I'm gonna let you think. Just let you think. I didn't know.
Wait real quick. Hey, you're in the wood. That's in the wood.
Oh, okay. Well, you
You're
know.
in the wood area. It's because the fan is broken.
We're willing to lay in the sun for my parents. You see what I'm saying? Look at them, these two. By the fan. Hey, my crew members, y'all aren't working very hard. After a lot of sitting and thinking, we finally discovered that the 2x6s were the size that we actually needed to fill the gap between the metal frame and then where the wood frame of the door would sit. So we cut down two 2x6s with some notches that will go inside of the metal, which you'll see how we're going to attach those right here. I took some flashing tape and taped it off so that way it was a little bit more weatherproof. These are also pressure treated. We're not too concerned. So after doing this, we are now going to attach this 2x6 to the actual metal frame of the cutout, and that's going to give us the width that we need for the door, and also it's going to give us the gap. It's going to fill the gap at the top that we needed. So this will have two 2x6s and one 1x4 in between.
Look out, here she comes. Woman that I love. It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy. I'm a ghost in the least I try to be. 'Cause I hope that I'm not showing how I feel for her, but she won't feel the same for me. I've got this picture in my mind. It's just the two of us, just the two of us. But I know I'll have to try to let her go, because she won't be mine. I listen when she talks, I watch her when she walks. She's giving me these feelings that I've never felt before, but she will never know that I love her so well. She's with somebody else and I will have to let her go. She will never know, nah, never know, nah. She will never know, nah, never know, nah. She'll never know. It's like she stole my heart without knowing she did. But I guess that it will pass. Yeah, I can't be the only one who got lost inside the blue of those eyes. I've gotta let her go. I know it won't be easy. I wanna hold her close, but I have to try as hard as I can to bring her to be mine. I want to where she goes, I want to where she goes. She's giving me these feelings that I've never felt before. She will never know how I love her so well. She's wishing that she has to let her have to let her go. She will never know.
I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the door itself is actually getting screwed into not only the wood, but also the metal frame. So that way it's nice and sturdy. I wanted to clarify that because I know the little 1x4 on the sides, or 1x6, they're very thin. Obviously, I wouldn't trust that to hold this door in place. So I just wanted to clarify that the door is getting screwed into the metal frame.
She will never know, never know, 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 she'll never know.
It's the bottom, baby. So that's really what it's supposed to be about. Going to oh no. Is your finger in there? That's it.
Kick this side up to me, the top a little bit. Towards me. At the top a little bit. Just bump it a couple times.
Inside here, there were screws going up into that, and then I'm pretty sure the screws end up there. What in the hell? And down here too. Dude. Oh wait, they just moved out. Fudge! Oh god, I don't want it to fall. That sucks.
Go from the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Alright, well push it back to me. Keep going. go through the whiteboard. We're gonna go through the way.
Yeah, it's good. It's level 2?
Yeah.
So maybe it is just the way the door is.
This whole thing is level.
The craftsmanship on these doors, I mean, we paid $1,000 for this door. There should be screws in there, and you shouldn't have to drill out a hole. That's crazy. Uh-oh. Just threw some steaks on the grill. We're trying to finish up the doors now. I got all the flashing on here. All of that's going to be covered with trim though, like metal trim. And I need to get a little bit more flashing for these boards on the outside, but she's looking good. Got a good old doorknob. I'm about to read the instructions. The bolt goes at the top, right, babe? The bolt goes at the top. Oh, this is so frustrating. This just really just irks my last damn nerve. Well, it's been one long behind day. Got the door in. Oh man, what a project. That's for sure. I had to go back and forth to Lowe's like 4 times, but I'm really proud that we were able to get it in. Still have a lot of work to do. Gotta like, you know, trim it out and all that good stuff, but overall it's looking great. Hey! You coming in? Welcome to our second house. I know, I love it. This is nice. All right, so we got a frame built. Looks real good. We got the door in. So at least now we have a door. The only thing is we do have to figure out what we're gonna do here. The way that they designed this door, it has this up, and when I took the other one off, this part dropped, and you can see that these screws don't even go through the metal. It's just barely kind of poking it. So we need to get some, like a little drill bit to drill out some of the metal here, and we'll fix that. But for now, the door latches onto this, which is fine. I mean, it's not like we really have to lock anything up at the moment, but yeah, really like it. Now, in order to shut it, you gotta kind of give it some pull, but I'm not mad about that just because I feel like it's sealed real well and I don't have to worry about it getting wet or like airflow coming in. So I'm sure over time it'll get easier, but that's the door. And originally, I was gonna go with the kind that had the slats like in the middle, you know, for looks. But I'm actually really happy I went with these just because it feels so open and big. Now, this door did come with these little fillers for the screw holes. Let me tell you something. That is like a pain in the butt to get these in. So one day when I'm feeling bored, I'll sit here and try to finagle all those in there. But it's fine for right this minute. We still have a lot of work to do. I mean, obviously we have all the framing, drywall, so still a ton of stuff. Oh, and then on the outside, we still have to frame it out with metal. So obviously some of the wood is exposed. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Right out here. Up here we have some flashing, and I do plan on doing more flashing along the edges. I can just kind of stick the tape up in there. But we are gonna put the metal frame all along here, so it'll all be covered and not exposed to the weather. But eventually this whole thing will be covered anyway. We're gonna have like a whole big porch. So it's so big in here. It's so nice. Like, I knew it was gonna be tall. I knew it was gonna be big, but I guess like when you just see a concrete slab, that's all you see is a concrete slab, and it doesn't look this big. And when all the walls are up, you kind of get a better idea of the space that you have, and it's just, this is gonna be so nice to have. I'm so excited. We are over the moon. I love all the windows. I'm super happy I did these. So originally, I wanted to share really quick, sorry, I'm gonna brighten this up, that whenever I designed this building, I had it designed to go up against the fence because I thought we could go as far to our property line as we could. And that's why I never did windows here, because there was no point, it'd be up against the fence. But then we found out we had to come 7.5 foot in, and I had the opportunity to add more windows. It would just cost more money. So we opted out just to keep it how it is, which is really nice, to be honest, because now we'll have all this as like just one big wall. You don't have to worry about working around windows, so it is nice. However, had I known that we had to come 7.5 foot in originally, I probably would have done another window somewhere. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. It was my neighbor calling. But anyway, so yeah, I think everything happened for a reason. If we want to, we can always add windows on this other side. But I'll show you in just a minute what the other side of the building looks like. We're gonna use that for like hidden storage, so you can't see it from like the yard and stuff, which is actually gonna be really nice. Obviously, we can't build anything permanent over there because it is the easement, but we can use it for like storing things, maybe even do like a small little plastic building, something that can be tore up and down, tore up easy if we ever needed to move it for the easement. Which, by the way, I highly doubt we're ever going to have to do that. And even the cities, the county said the same thing. But it's more so legal purposes. So anyway, yeah, this is what she's looking like. Now, honestly, y'all know I'm an open book. I'm going to tell you how I feel all the time, 100%. I'm a little annoyed with how high the windows are. I thought that the windows were going to start at this beam here, which would make sense because of my height. It would be like a good, like I could look out it. Okay, and I mean, it's not like I can't look out of it, but it's up to my chest. So that's kind of a little frustrating. I'm not sure why they did it so high. I don't know. Like I said, it must have been something to do with structure because they couldn't screw into this. I'm assuming that's why they added this beam here and they just attached to the beam that was going around the top already. Who knows, but it is what it is. It's too late now. This one was already cut out by the time I got home that day because I had errands to run, and I didn't think they were going to get to that point by the time I got back, and they had already cut the window out, so it was too late. And had I been here, he probably would have asked, but I wasn't here, so you know, what can you do? So that's a little frustrating, but we'll make do. It is what it is. But man, what a lot of work we have left. We got to wood frame everything, obviously seal it off, do the insulation, drywall, electrical, still all that good stuff. So still a lot of work to do, and y'all know we are working out of pocket, so it's going to be a slow process just as funds allow, and I'm just going to share what I can when I can and bring you guys along on the entire journey of us learning how to do this, because we don't know what the heck we're doing. We're gonna learn. So if y'all have any suggestions, any like videos that you've watched that maybe you could refer us to, please do. I've been doing a ton of research. I've actually been looking at a lot of these buildings online, like people who have turned them into like workshops and stuff. And I'm surprised at how many guys are like not happy with their building, because I love our building. I think it turned out so good. They did an amazing job. Maybe we just had great guys, but like there's no cracks or anything like on the edges here. The only part where you can see sun coming in is up here, but that's like inevitable. It's just not sealed all the way. But like we have no issues, and we sprayed this bad boy with the hose yesterday all on the roof just to see if it would leak, and there's no leaks at this moment, which, I mean, it's a metal roof. There's metal screws going through there. So we're probably gonna get up on top of the roof and fill all those screw holes with some like silicone just to keep it from leaking for the future. But overall, I think they killed it. They did a great job, and I'm super happy with the company. Sheds for Less, everybody was just amazing to work with. I cannot thank them enough for the entire process and being patient with me as I was being impatient. So yeah, this is what she's looking like. And yes, I'm painting my house, don't worry. I have had that comment so many times now that the building's here and it's like gray and black. The house is getting painted, don't worry. It's like yellow right now and it looks horrible. And you can see I had to fill some holes on the house that were there, like cracks. So I'm definitely going to be painting soon. Little, what you think? You like it? All the dogs are loving it. They keep coming in here, it's so cute. But I'm more excited about finishing up out here because right now it's a hot mess. Oh, the door. Ah! We're gonna have to get like a doorstop or something. The wind just caught it. But I'm really excited to get like the whole porch set up over here instead of like all being crowded up over here. It's gonna really open up the space. So when you come out the back door, it won't feel like you're walking into just like chaos. All of the porch will be moved here. It'll be a lot more open. I can't wait. Can't wait. Also, I told you I would show you this side. So this is what this side of the building looks like. So just one big, large building, nothing fancy. This is where the easement is, obviously the 7.5 foot. And so we have all this room for storage. I even thought about doing like a potted garden. How cool would it be to do like a walk path through here and then have like pots on either side? And this is a gate, by the way. This is our neighbors that are our friends. The kids can go in and out of the gate. But how cool would it be to do like a potted garden or something? I think it'd be great. Hey, excuse me. Stop being a nosy neighbor. Don't be nosy neighbor. But the building looks so good. There's like no dents. That was something I was super concerned about. Is like there was gonna be like dents or something, and there's not. Like I said, they did a killer job. What do you think so far? Let me know in the comments below. We have a ton of work to do still to get this building where it needs to be, obviously, and a ton of work outside. I mean, I don't even know where to start. It's so overwhelming, but exciting all at the same time. But we are one step closer to transforming our small backyard into a dream space. So thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. All of that helps so much, and I am so grateful for that. Now, in an upcoming video, I'll be going over the entire price breakdown again and also going over some ideas that we have for the inside because things have changed since having the building installed. We've kind of changed our minds a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to let me know what you think, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, y'all.